welcome to our memorial tree planting for 2022 to commemorate and memorialize two beloved colleagues that we lost in 2018 and 2021 and that we weren't able to recognize until now. I'm so pleased to see you all here today, friends and family of both Joanne and Al. We lost both of them too early in their lives due to severe illness, but we hope that these tree tributes will be a fitting memorial to their time here on campus. I'd just like to say a few words. This is a redhead maple that we will be planting in Joanne's memory for hopefully that redhead is not lost on those of you that knew her. I'd just like to say a few words about Joanne's time here. So she was the founding director of the Wise Earth Science Museum, located behind you, Wisconsin's official mineralogical museum located at UWO Fox Cities. Widely recognized for her work in creating the museum, Joanne started with an empty building and developed the innovative exhibits, collections and educational programs for which it is widely known. She successfully created the museum in which all people, regardless of their interest or educational background, can learn something about the geologic history of Wisconsin and the role geology has played in the state's development. Joanne earned degrees from the University of Illinois at Champaign-Urbana, both a bachelor's in 1983 and a PhD in 1990 in geology. Before coming to the Fox Cities, she worked at several museums in and beyond the Midwest, and during her 30-plus year professional career, she served in an official capacity for numerous professional and scientific organizations. Through her research, which included as an author or co-author more than 150 published pieces, several important Wisconsin geologic sites were discovered and described in the Waukesha Biota fossil deposit, which is one of the most important paleological sites in the Midwest, and the Russell Hill Meteor Impact Site in Door County. Joanne was also active in the preservation of the Niagara Escarpment. In addition, she was instrumental in establishing 5 National Historic Landmarks in Wisconsin and had a primary role in the development of the Silurian Reef Diorama at the Milwaukee Public Museum. In recognition of her many contributions as a geologist, as a museum director, and as an educator, Joanne received several awards from both national and local organizations, and she was a fellow in the Geologic Science of America and the Wisconsin Academy of Science, Arts, and Letters. The vision of the museum was hers, but its accomplishments resulted from the help of many friends and colleagues, some of whom are gathered here today. Many of us knew Joanne from her work on campus or in the Fox Cities communities, or perhaps through the wider professional stance that she had as a prominent scientist. Dawn is here today, and I'd like, on behalf of the campus, I'd like to invite you to come forward and place some soil around the roots of this redhead maple that will provide the nutrition for this tree to thrive, and then offer a few words about the new exciting plan that we have here on campus. So, Dawn, please come forward. Scott.
So thank you very much, Martin. On behalf of the family, I want to thank everybody for this honor and attending. There's a couple things I want to say about Joanne. One is something about her developing a museum. And you look behind us, there's these nice big red Wisconsin Wausau red granite panels in there. When she came here and started to talk about what the museum was going to be like, somebody said, well, we're going to have granite on the outside. She said, oh, great, the Wisconsin red granite. No, it was gray granite from Texas. And she looked further into it, and it was actually gray granite from South Africa that was going to Texas to be cut, and then it was going to be put in the building. So she found a way to get real Wisconsin red granite. She had many plans, long-term plans for the museum, and one of them was to establish a rock art. And her interest in that is not just to have a bunch of rocks laying around, but to make it an educational extension of the museum itself. And so her vision was to have rocks from the area, from Wisconsin, that talk about its geologic and mining history, just like the museum does. Now, why do both? Well, it might be more accessible for people. The museum has limited hours, and this rock garden might be open more. But if you go in the museum, you realize that there's space constraints. Our vision was to get giant boulders, things that represent things that you can't really see in the museum because of size, and also to demonstrate features that you can't get big enough pieces of rock in the museum to demonstrate those features. So that's always been a long-term vision, and we start working on that. Hopefully, in a year or so, we might have something like that accomplished. So,
Thank you. So we have the beginnings of what will take place in the rock garden. The project has been approved through the Space Planning Committee of UWO Oshkosh, and we are going to place the rock garden over on the east side of campus, closer towards the Children's Center. It's in its concept stage at the moment. Dr. Joe Fredrickson from the Weiser Science Museum and Dr. Beth Johnson are helping lead that work. So we have approval. Now it's a matter of putting it into place. On the cart here, and as we walk to the next tree, you will see one of the stones that the family has had engraved that is going to form part of the rock garden as the memorial stone for when we get this educational exhibit created. So we look forward to having a dedication for that when it's done. Thank you.